Hello! So, as many of you are probably aware, Zos recently gave us a little sneak preview of the next part of the greymoor storyline. We're going to be headed to Markarth. It looks very, very cool. I'm looking forward to heading back to Markarth. I remember getting into quite a lot of trouble there, playing Elder Scrolls V. There's some messed up stuff going on in that town, I tell you. Now, there is a Prologue Quest available for, I think, everyone. I don't think you need to have the greymoor chapter to do the Prologue Quest. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but I believe that to be the case. The Prologue Quest's been available for a couple of weeks now, I think, and I've been meaning to check it out, so I'm going to do that now, and I thought I would share it with all of you. So, to start the quest, I am going to head into the Crown Store. It's under Quest Starters Prologue. I thought I'd done these other ones on this character, guess not. So we're after this one, the Raven Watch Inquiry. The Raven Watch, a society of vampires working for the greater good, has requested I meet with their agent Gwendis to find out more about the Grey Host. This is the Prologue Quest for Markarth. Let's pick that up. Eels. Cool, alright. Talk to Gwendis. Where's she at? Yep, where is she? Okay, so it looks like I'm headed to Davon's Watch, or just outside Davon's Watch. So presumably, if you belong to another faction, it'll be outside your starter town. So that's either going to be Daggerfall or Volkagard, if you chose the wrong alliances. Just kidding. Alright, cool. So let's head to Davon's Watch. Cool, alright, so here we are at Davon's Watch. There's a steady stream of players porting in there. Alright, so Gwendis is this way. Hello, Gwendis.
What? Saving Skyrim wasn't enough for you? Had to sign on for even more heroics?
You know me.
It's good to see you. I could use your help. You know better than anyone what we're dealing with. We need to figure out exactly what the Grey Host is up to.
Hello, Gwendis. Do you need help with your investigation? That's exactly what she just said. But, as we've come to realise playing through these quests, the player character doesn't appear to be terribly bright.
You know the Raven Watch deals with threats all the time. Trouble is, there's never been a threat consisting of a reborn army of vampires and werewolves from the First Era. So yes, I could use some help. We need to know what they're planning.
Cool, alright, what do we know so far?
We know that one of the original ruling members of the Grey Host is rebuilding their army, gathering vampires and werewolves to their banner. And we know they're experimenting with life energy. So, what do you say? Ready for another adventure?
Why not? I will help you find out more about the Grey Host.
Everything I learned up to now points in the same direction. Bankerai Garrison. There's a scholar named Norette Deal there who may be able to tell us more about the Grey Host and how they were defeated. Cart's over there when you're ready to go.
Groovy. Tell me about what you learned.
My research has uncovered pieces, but I hope the scholars at the Bankerai Garrison can put the puzzle together. Members of the Grey Host experimented with life energy, and at least one of their leaders survived their defeat in the ancient past.
Tell me about the Grey Host survivor.
My research indicates a council ruled the Grey Host. One of those leaders fell out of favor and another survived the final battle. A Durrani noble with connections to Viridian Watch gave the survivor sanctuary. In return, they made her a vampire.
And tell me about the experiments with life energy.
In the ancient past, the Grey Host sought to use life energy to draw souls into containment vessels called stone husks. It had something to do with returning the dead to life. I think there's a new Grey Host, and they've revived those experiments.
I mean, we know this already. We played through greymoor. Alright. Anything else I need to know before we head out?
Probably, but nothing that can't wait. Let's take the cart to the Bankerai Garrison and find the scholars who can tell us more about the history of the Grey Host.
Is anyone else investigating this?
For the moment. There are an awful lot of evil conspiracies afoot in Tamriel, and not nearly enough Ravenwatch members to investigate them all. But this isn't a one-person job, which is why we recruited help.
And what are the rest of the Raven Watch doing?
No idea. They're spread out. Adusa, for example, mentioned something about necromancers raising bone giants and elsewhere, but she probably wanted to refill her moon sugar stores. Fenorian could be anywhere. He does tend to sneak around.
Oh, we bumped into him. What do you hope to accomplish at the Bankarai garrison?
I'm hoping a scholar of ancient Bankarai battles named Lorette Deal or one of her colleagues can tell us more about the Grey Host. With any luck, they have information about the Grey Host that's not too outlandish.
What do you mean, outlandish?
The priests have this old holy text that claims St. Pelin leapt off the garrison's walls, landed among the host, asked Stendar for endless blood, and then fed them all without dying. Then the garrison dropped some rocks on them. See? Outlandish.
Alright, so you want more reasonable answers?
Exactly. We need practical facts about how the Grey Host was defeated at Bankarai Garrison. Hopefully Scholar Deal can provide them.
Groovy, alright, let's go. Alright, over here.
Well, this isn't at all what I expected. What happened here?
Hello.
Nice cap.
Oh, I'm sorry. Are you here for a tour? I'm afraid they've all been suspended until this mess with the Imperial Army is resolved. If I could offer a suggestion, turn around and head for the safety of Evermore's walls.
We came a long way to ask you about the Grey Host.
As you can plainly see, now is not a good time. My fellow scholars and I fled when Septima Tharn and her Daedra-worshipping zealots attacked. We barely got out before the first impacts from their ballistae shook the walls.
Oh dear. You can rest easy, apparently. I don't remember doing this. High King Emmerich and I have retaken the garrison. I guess that's part of the, DC quest line. I did that a long time ago, so I have no memory of this.
You did? Why didn't any of the knights report this?
Yeah.
No one tells scholars anything. Well, if that's true, and I see no reason you'd offer such an audacious lie, then thank you. Septima Tharn is mad. Had we stayed, she would have fed us to her Daedra.
Well, now that things have settled down, can I ask you some questions about the Grey Host?
I'm sorry. Concern for my colleagues and the Pyre Watch warrior who accompanied them has my thoughts in a jumble. Come to think of it, the Pyre Watch are experts on the Grey Host.
No.
Find my friends, and I'm sure the warrior will answer your questions.
Alright, what's the Pyre Watch?
They're guardians sworn to watch over a Grey Host burial site located here in Bankarai. One of their warriors was here recruiting when the garrison came under attack. She went to protect my colleagues, but no one's returned. Can you go find them?
Yeah, why not? I will find your missing scholars and the Pyre Watch warrior.
Cogleen and Indus fled in the direction of Evermore with the Pyre Watch warrior, while Jannard headed toward Kerbal's Hollow. Please be careful. The wilderness can be treacherous between here and there.
Isn't there anything at all you can tell me about the Grey Host?
Even if my mind wasn't clouded with worry, I'm an expert on the Second Era. My First Era knowledge is extremely limited. The Pyre Watch knows more about the Grey Host than anyone. Find her and my friends, and she'll provide the answers you seek.
Alright. I will find the Pyre Watch warrior and your colleagues.
Thank you, friend. When you return with the scholars safely in tow, we should be able to put our collective heads together and dredge up that ancient history. That is, if the Pyre Watch warrior hasn't already satisfied your curiosity.
Cool. Yeah, I'm kind of distracted by that bread in the background. It looks really moldy. Anyway, where are we going? Let's talk to Gwendis.
This scholar's research doesn't go back to the First Era, and the other scholars fled? That puts a wrinkle in our plans, all right. This Pyre Watch warrior is a promising lead, though. Let's go find her and the other scholars.
Scholar Deal says the missing scholars ran in 2 different directions. It's... because of course they did.
I heard. Let's split up and go after them. I'll take Kerbal's Hollow. You head toward Evermore. Here, I'll mark it on your map.
Have you ever heard of the Pyre Watch?
Yeah, my brother Fenorian told me about one he encountered. They're the guardians of an ancient mass grave where the remains of the Grey Host are said to be interred. Probably knows more than the scholars. Find them and meet me back here.
Cool. Why didn't we look them up first then? Right. Anyway, yes. I'll meet you back here with the scholars.
Find the scholars, but try not to get eaten by anything.
Yes, yes. Thank you. Right. Just follow the quest markers, I guess.
You there. Come.
Oh, it's you. Hello.
You don't look like a refugee. Are you a soldier from the garrison? What news of the Imperial attack?
Scholar Deal sent me to find you. She has a camp outside the garrison's walls.
Oh, that's wonderful news. Cogleen and I intended to head straight for Evermore. But the cursed Imperials caught up with us. They would have captured us if not for that Pyre Watch warrior. Have you seen her? Is she alive?
I haven't. Scholar Deal said she was leading you toward Evermore.
She was, but we ran into Imperials. The Pyre Watch warrior distracted the soldiers and ordered me to flee. Then she took Cogleen and headed west. Please, find them. I worry for their safety.
I'll find them. Go to Scholar Deal's camp.
I will go to Scholar Deal's camp now. We are most fortunate you came to our aid.
I came here for information about the Grey Host of the First Era. What can you tell me?
Other than the fact that they were defeated here centuries ago, not much, I'm afraid. I can tell you Empress Hestra's legions came to the aid of Bankarai garrison. That's why Hyrok became part of the Alessian Empire for a time.
You must know something else about the Grey Host.
Alas, you seek facts and figures that I don't have readily at hand. Perhaps when I can retrieve my papers from inside the garrison? You know, the Pyre Watch warrior might be able to help you. They're experts on the Grey Hosts of the First Era.
So I hear. Well, these scholars aren't much use, really, are they?
I will return to Scholar Deal's camp. May Tall Papa guide your steps.
Thank you. Alright. That's not far by the looks of it.
I can't do my job. Not with all this.
A couple of side quests I haven't done yet in this zone. I have been going through trying to do all the side quests that I missed.
Over
Oh,
here.
there she is. Oh, there he is.
You're the first thing I've seen that isn't an undead monstrosity. Oh, lovely. Are you with the garrison? Please, tell me you're here to rescue me.
Scholar Deal sent me to find you. She has a camp outside the garrison's walls.
Oh, thanks, Dundar. I thought I could make it to Evermore, but I tired myself out. When I tried to pass through the old graveyard, I ran into unspeakable horrors. Thought I was finished. I'll head back now. Oh, say, did you find that Pyre Watch warrior?
I haven't. Scholar Indus said she left to find you.
When the Imperials came after us, she managed to distract them and ordered me to run to the graveyard. I think she headed for the Crypt of the Exiles. Oh, I hope she found shelter within. We owe her our lives. Please, will you go check on her?
Yes, I will go and check the Crypt of the Exiles. It sounds like a delightful place to take shelter. You should get to Scholar Deal's camp.
I'll hurry back to Scholar Deal's camp. Be safe.
It's the only thing about recording videos in an MMO, you always get someone derping around in the background. Right, where are we going? Oh, wisps. They're always annoying. Okay. Nope. Right, which way are we going? Doesn't really matter, does it? Let's just go this way. Thank you. Ooh, chest. God damn it. God damn it. Come on. Alright, one more time. There we go. Fucking hell. Ooh. And a lead. Very nice. Yeah, I need to, it's stuck. Need to do some digging to contribute to this event we've got going on at the minute. So I think I've got quite a few leads I need to dig up. Not actually going to read those now, it's just to add it to my eidetic memory lawbook collection thing.
Come forward, you godless mongrel.
Hello?
My
God damn it. Rude. Right, where were we?
My apologies, Wayfarer. The shadows make it difficult to discern friend from foe. You do not look like my enemy. Perhaps Tuwaka has not forsaken me after all. What are you doing in this wretched place?
Oh, god damn it. Fucking hell. Right, I'm gonna stand on this side and hopefully things will stop attacking me. Right.
My apologies, Wayfarer. The
Jesus
shadows make it
Christ.
difficult to discern friend from foe. You do not look like my enemy. Perhaps Tuwaka has not forsaken me after all. What are you doing in this wretched place?
Scholar Deal sent me to find you in the Scholars. She has a camp outside the garrison's walls.
It gladdens my heart to hear that Scholar Deal is safe. But what of the other scholars? Did my efforts to lead the Imperials away allow them to get away?
I located Scholars Coglin and Indus and sent them to Deal's camp.
That is truly fortunate. As for me, I escaped the Imperials only to find myself surrounded by ancient undead. Let us speak outside. I will follow your lead. May Onsi guide your blade.
Groovy, follow me. Let's just go back this way.
Lead on, Wayfarer.
No! I'm trying to loot this guy. Even though it's just shit. Yeah, you can deal with him.
The exit. Let us see the sky once more.
All right.
I came to Bankarai Garrison seeking recruits for the Pyre Watch. Hunding help us, I did not expect those villains to arrive and send innocent people fleeing for shelter. I am grateful you saved the scholars. Now what can I do for you in return?
I'm looking for information about the Grey Host of the First Era.
The Grey Host was a terrible army of vampires, werewolves, and other monsters that pillaged the land. Only the combined might of the Bankarai garrison and the Alessian Empire finally defeated them. That story, unfortunately, is mired in legend.
Yeah, so I heard. So there's nothing you can tell me about how the Grey Host was defeated?
The true story may be as enthralling as the legends, but we only have bits and pieces of it. Magic was involved, almost certainly. But whether it was divine in nature or Alessian sorcery, we have never been able to determine.
Well, there must be something, that can help us understand the Grey Host.
I can delve into the records of my order when I return to our sanctum. But understand that the Watch is concerned with keeping the past buried, not exposing it. I can tell you that there are indications that one of the hosts survived the slaughter.
Well, we learned something similar. A Dureni noble offered the survivor sanctuary.
A Dureni noble? That gives some credence to the historical record. An incomplete parchment mentioned Viridian Watch, but we never saw the significance. It also said that only the worthy could enter the sanctuary. We never determined what that meant.
I need to tell my associate Gwendis about this. You should return to Scholar Deal's camp.
I do not know the nature of your mission, Wayfarer, and I still have my own to uphold. But if you seek answers about the Grey Host, then may Mara bless your search.
Thank you. Can you tell me anything about Viridian Watch?
I know precious little. I never visited the site myself. Though incomplete, the historical record indicates the survivor hid in a concealed space that they were guided to. Perhaps that has something to do with the idea of being worthy.
Tell me more about that part of the record.
There wasn't much. Just that the worthy would be guided to safety. Perhaps that is the key, if you can determine what worthy means to a vile vampire. Any place associated with the Grey Host cannot be trusted. Evil does not fade. So be on your guard.
I always am. Right, where's Gwendis?
I will go check on the scholars at Deal's camp. Thank you again, Wayfarer.
No problem, bye.
There you are.
Hello, Gwendis.
Good, you're back. I found Jannard and I see you've managed to return with the rest. Show off. Now that we settled that matter, what did the Pyre Watch warrior tell you about the Grey Host?
I mean, she's heading back here herself. I probably should have given her a ride on my horse or something. It seems kind of rude. Anyway, Shalaria said the historical record is incomplete concerning the details of the Grey Host.
I was afraid of that.
Yeah.
So much about the First Era has been lost. I wonder if the Pyre Watch knows anything about the other details we learned. About the survivor and their connection to a Dureni noble.
Well, she confirmed there was a survivor, and they may have taken sanctuary in Viridian Watch.
That matches what we already uncovered, and confirms the Dureni connection. Did you find out anything else I should know?
Apparently, the legend says the way to safety was only available to those worthy to receive it, whatever that means.
A riddle, damn it.
Yeah.
There's always a riddle. Well, I say we go to Viridian Watch and figure this out on our own. I'll mark the location on your map. Now let's go before Scholar Deal tries to regale me with more tales of the Knights of St. Palin.
All right. I'll meet you at Viridian Watch. Where is it? Okay, it's not that far. Just might as well
I'll
just
meet you at
ride there.
Viridian Watch.
Yes, yes. Ooh, bug gloss. All right. Search for the Grey Host hideout.
Look!
Oh, there's Gwendis.
There's a sigil, right there. Don't you see it?
Where?
It makes so much sense. The riddle. Only those worthy can find the way to safety. Only vampires and werewolves can see these sigils. That explains why no one ever found anything.
I don't see any sigils. Of course, I'm not a vampire or a werewolf, so you're probably right.
That's because you aren't a vampire or a werewolf.
Yes.
Hold on, I've got just the thing. Here, a blood pendant. It lets me share some of my vampiric essence so you can see the sigils too. It's perfectly safe. At least, Fenorian said it was harmless.
Okay. What's our next step?
We follow the sigils, of course. The Grey Host survivor must have used these as a guide, and they were made for that specific purpose. Now, let's see where they lead.
Alright, let's go. Ooh, oh yeah. Cool.
Another one. Keep going west. South here. Not that we have a choice. East. Down that tunnel.
I can see these, you know.
Let's go south. Up those steps. East here. And down again. Another one. Northeast around this corner.
I can see it.
Keep going straight. I think we're close. Ha! This must be it! Now how to go about opening it. That's done it. Let's check inside.
Oh. Cool. Letter of welcome. To the all-powerful and illustrious Lord Rada al-Saran, I created this sanctuary to account for the unfortunate possibility of the battle going awry. Now word has reached me of the Grey Host's defeat. I fear the worst has come to pass. Damn Styric's recklessness and his sickening ego. It is truly unjust that the man who brokered the deal with Molag Bal should be the downfall of a great order. If you are reading this, I know it must have been painful to fight tirelessly, only to watch your brothers and sisters fall around you. But you must survive. You will speak for those who have fallen. You must continue the legacy. I hope you did not have trouble locating this safe haven. I made sure to mark the way with magic blood sigils that only one of your distinction would be able to detect. There are healing poultices and bandages in case you are injured, and bound prisoners for when you need to feed. Know that you are protected here. No harm will come to you. I will check on this refuge in a few days once it is safe to do so. I hope to find you well, and that my act of dedication to you and your cause reflects well upon me. I am ever your loyal servant, and should you choose to grace me with the gift of immortality, I shall spend eternity as Lady Thorn, in service to you as we rebuild what was lost. Your devoted servant, Lady Ingerian of Clan Direni. Oh, right. So that's who Lady Thorn was.
Rada al-Saran was a survivor. That figures. And Lady Thorn helped him. Or should I say, Lady Ingrin?
Yeah. Ancient bloodied bandages.
Looks like he had quite the
Lovely.
setup down here.
No, don't want any seaweed. Ritual chalice.
I'm surprised that's lasted all this time.
Odd signet.
Wait, what's that? Let me see it. I recognize this signet, but that doesn't make any sense.
Does it have something to do with the Grey Host?
I don't know. No, this can't be. But it is, isn't it? Damn it. I don't like where this is going.
Where is it going?
I've seen this signet before, or one just like it. My mentor, Count Verandis, had one. But why would he have something connected to the Grey Host? That doesn't make any sense.
Well, there has to be an explanation.
You're right, of course. There must be something we're missing. We need answers, and there's only one place to find them. Ravenwatch Castle in Rivenspire. Let's go. I'll explain more when we get there. I need time to think.
I want to look around some more first.
I need to see if there's anything we missed. Go on to Rivenspire. Meet me outside Ravenwatch Castle. I'll catch up with you as soon as I've torn this place apart and put it back together.
Groovy. Alright. Give me a sec. I'm going to have a quick snoop around and then I'll talk to her again. Actually, there's not really anything else in here, is there? And I've already done that delve, so...
I need to see if there's anything we missed.
Yep.
Go on to Rivenspire. Meet me outside Ravenwatch Castle. I'll catch up with you as soon as I've torn this place apart and put it back together.
Cool. Yes, I'm ready to go there now. Alright. Where am I going?
Over here.
Aha. Hello.
Good, you made it. So, I've had some time to think. I know this may seem a little unorthodox, but I want to go into the castle through the secret passage.
Secret passage? Isn't this your castle?
Yes, but we just learned that Count Verandis may have been involved with the Grey Host thousands of years ago and never told us. That disturbs me, and that never happens. I want to investigate this quietly before I involve the rest of the family.
But Verandis is gone. Why sneak in the back?
Other members of the house might be around. If they see us, they'll ask questions. I don't want to sully Verandis' memory with whatever this is. Not until we know for sure. I want to figure this out before we involve anyone else.
Verandis gave his life to save Rivenspire. Does it matter what he did thousands of years ago?
I don't want it to matter, but it does. Why would he keep this from me? I need to see what's in the castle cellar. That's where he stored his private possessions. We followed his wishes and never disturbed the place. Until now. Come on, let's go.
Alright.
This way. The door's over here.
Underneath some horse shit. Delightful.
Watch out for vermin. We don't fumigate down here as often as we should.
Great. It looks quite spidery. Oh yeah. Where am I going? Oh. Thought that was just a wall. Cool. Are we sneaking?
Let's hurry to the cellar. I'm fairly certain I can get it unlocked.
Okay, no we're not.
Give me a moment. Hurry now. Inside.
Alright.
See if you can find the signet. It must be in one of these crates or boxes. Just a crate of knickknacks. Nothing important. Keep looking. Another secret door? I didn't know that was here. It has the same mark as the signet. Maybe. It opened. Let's see what's inside.
Narnia?
What is this place? Did Verandis use this as a secret study? Check the desk, would you?
Mm-hmm. To my dear friend. Oh, food ran out. Remember to do that in a minute. Verandis, I know that your ceaseless quest to appease and coddle the mortals takes a great deal of your time, but I must insist that you take a brief respite from your work to come visit the great castle we erected in your absence. It truly is magnificent. I firmly believe that when the peace we both seek is realized, Greyhome will stand among the wonders of the world. It will be a beacon of hope for our kind and the mortals who serve us. A grand reminder that anything is possible with hard work and vision. Your absence is felt here. The Grey Council rules the Grey Host, but your seat at our table remains empty. Even Exarch Ulfra feels your loss, though she would never admit it. Come, my friend, visit us at Greyhome. We created a laboratory that rivals anything in the Mages Guild. I have no doubt that you and Exarch Zingalis can complete your research there. I've drawn a map on the back of this letter to guide you to the island. Return to us, Verandis. Return to the Grey Council, to your family, and to your home. Your beloved brother, Rada al-Saran.
That letter.
Whoa.
What does it say?
It's quite a plot twist. You're not going to like it.
That letter. Please tell me it's just an old to-do list or something, and not actually proof that the man I trusted with my life was involved with the Grey Host.
This letter suggests Count Verandis was a member of the Grey Host.
What? Verandis, how could you? I don't want to believe it, and yet here it is, right before my very eyes. Why didn't he ever tell me? I thought I knew everything there was to know about him. No, there has to be more. What else does the letter say?
It mentions an island and a Grey Host castle. There's a map, too.
It's possible that castle no longer exists, but I want to go. I refuse to believe Verandis was part of the Grey Host. There has to be more to this. Some piece of the puzzle that makes sense of everything. Are you still with me?
Yep. I will go with you to investigate the Grey Host castle.
Thank you. The cart's still waiting outside. We'll take it to the docks and travel by boat from there as we follow this map. Go on ahead. I want to take one more look around. Make sure we didn't miss anything.
Alright, I'll meet you by the cart. Huh. Alright, anything else of interest in here? Not really. Nah. Alright, let's head out. Alright. Oh, let's get some food before I forget.
I think I'm as ready as I'll ever be. Delaying the inevitable won't help anyone, and it won't get me the answers I need. Come on, let's go see what's on this secret island.
What do you think we'll find on this secret island?
Answers, I hope. Look, I have to do this. I'm going to see this journey through, no matter what truth waits at the end. Let's just go. The sooner we get this over with, the better. First, however, take this. You earned it.
No, thanks.
That letter we found. I can't believe Verandis was part of something as evil as the Grey Host. I guess we need to go to the secret island, and the castle if it still exists. I won't rest until I learn the truth. The whole truth.
And nothing but the truth. How exactly do we get to this secret island?
We follow the map. We'll take the cart to Shornhelm's coast, hire a ship, and sail to the spot indicated on the back of the letter. Fingers crossed, we'll be there faster than you can say gore apple pie.
And what do we do when we get there?
Look around, and hopefully find nothing. Determine this was just all a big misunderstanding. That Verandis was never a member of the Grey Host. If not, then I suppose I want to find undeniable proof that my mentor was a monster. So, can we go now?
Heavy. Alright, yes, I'm ready to travel to the Grey Host's island.
This still doesn't feel entirely real. I can't believe we found a letter tying Verandis to the Grey Host. From Rada al-Saran of all people. At least there's a map. Let's find this damned island and finish this. The cart's waiting.
I don't need a reminder. This is just in case you went off to do something else and then came back. Let's see the dialogue anyway. Remind me, why are we going to this island again? I've had a lot of blows to the head, you see.
We discovered a signet that looks just like one my mentor, Count Verandus, used to have. A signet that belonged to Rada al-Saran. When we searched Ravenwatch Castle, we found an old letter to Verandus, requesting he come to a secret island.
And what do we know about this secret island?
Not much. The letter mentioned a name, Greyhome. Kind of pretentious if you ask me. And there's supposed to be a castle. If it's still there after all these centuries, maybe we can learn more about Verandus and his connection to the Grey Host.
You really think Count Verandus was part of an army of vampires and werewolves?
I don't know what to think. Maybe he was forced to join them, or lied to, or tricked, or... You know what? Speculating is pointless. We have an island to find. Let's get on with it.
And we never found Verandus' signet.
No, but I'm sure it was the same as the one from Viridian Watch. Not that it matters. You read the damn letter. It proves... I don't know what it proves. That my mentor might have been part of a cabal of vampires that tried to conquer Tamriel?
Alright, there we go. A little recap in case you weren't paying attention. Let's go. Pretty cool.
This is where the map led us. A lovely and ominous spot for a foreboding Grey Host castle, don't you think? If we can't find something about Rada al-Saran and Verandus here, then I'm not sure where else to look.
How do you want to do this?
Well, it seems obvious to start with the unnecessarily ostentatious vampire castle over there. I think we should survey the island first. The Grey Host may be gone, but they could have left traps, and who knows what kind of wildlife lives here.
What kind of traps?
I don't know. Something gothic and ridiculous. I don't like to generalize, but vampires tend toward the dramatic. Just be careful. We won't learn anything about Verandus and the Grey Host if we go and get ourselves killed.
Alright, let's go and have a look around. Wait up. Jesus.
What is that thing? Did it just pulse at me? Did you see that? That crystal thing clearly reacted. It pulsed as I approached it.
Do you think it's some kind of trap?
Well, it hasn't exploded or fried us to a crisp yet, so I'm thinking no. Probably not. I've seen something like this before, part of a ward. I think it responds to the presence of a vampire, like those sigils we saw.
So what do we do with these crystals?
Now that they're awake, it should be simple enough to deactivate them. I'm not sure if your eyes are as good as mine, but I think I see a few more up ahead. I'll keep watch while you deal with the crystals.
Okie dokie, I'll try to deactivate the crystals. I mean, I'm not a vampire, they might not like me as much.
Well done. Let's go deal with the rest of the ward crystals.
Cool. Let's get the middle one first. Vampiric bear. Yep. Up here.
You're pretty good at this.
Yeah, I've done this before. I'm a pro at deactivating wards and crystals and shit now. Just get on my horse. I'm sure she'll catch up. Just zoomed right past him. I'm gonna have to deal with him on the way back.
Good job. Let's find another ward crystal.
Yeah. There we go. Another gargoyle springing to life back there. I'll deal with you in a sec.
That was definitely a rumble. Let's go check the castle.
Okay. Oh, don't mind me. This the front door? Yeah.
The way looks
The hell
clear.
was that?
Let's see if we can get inside.
Spectral assassin.
I hate to admit it, but this place is impressive.
A lot of cobwebs. Definitely fire the housekeeper.
This place must have been impressive back in the day, but now it's just decrepit. Looks like it's been abandoned for centuries. Luckily, I came prepared. How do you feel about trying something unconventional?
Uh-oh. What do you mean unconventional?
The members of House Ravenwatch exchange vials of their own blood. That shows a rare level of trust, even among vampires, since blood can be used in all sorts of spells, both beneficial and harmful. I brought some of Verandis' blood with me.
How is Verandis' blood gonna help us?
By putting a drop of his blood in this potion, we can dreamwalk and access any memories Verandis has of this place. I'll leave it here on the table for when you're ready. I'd drink it myself, but a dreamwalk requires an impartial participant.
Verandis had me use a dreamwalk potion to learn his history with House Doral.
Then you're already an expert. You learned quite a bit from that experience, yes? Verandis isn't here, but by using his blood we can achieve the same result. I prepared the potion. It's on the table. Make sure you drink the whole thing.
Okie dokie, I'll drink the dreamwalk potion and find out what I can.
Exarch Verandis, while we have your crates moved to your study, Exarch Singalis and Ulfra would like a word.
Okay. Yeah, this place is pretty cool.
It is good to see you, Exarch Verandis. Lord Rada al-Saran will be pleased you accepted his invitation. You have been terribly missed. Exarchs Ulfra and Singalis asked me to send you to them as soon as you arrived. They wish to speak with you.
I'm no exarch, dear Faustine. I want nothing to do with grandiose titles or Styric's army.
Of course, Lord Verandis. My apologies. Please, you shouldn't keep the Exarchs waiting.
Where can I find Ulfra and Singalis?
Exarch Ulfra likes to look out over the courtyard from the eastern balcony. Exarch Singalis rarely leaves his laboratory on the upper level. Both want to see you. I will inform you once your crates have been moved to the study set aside for you.
Please take care with my apothecary chest. Many of the components are irreplaceable. Okie dokie. Let's check this place out.
Can you smell them, Verandis? Prey on the wind.
We should be out hunting them, not uselessly debating in these halls of stone.
You wanted to speak with me, Ulfra?
When you see Lord Rada al-Saran, do not continue your age-old argument. He needs to remain focused. I'll never understand your obsession with sheep, Verandis. There are hunters and prey. We are hunters. Your sympathy for prey borders on the insane.
You were mortal once.
As were you, until Molag Bal made you into something more, something worthy. Lord Hircine made me one of his most powerful hunters, because he knew mortality restricted me. I could not reach my full potential until he rescued me from that fate.
All I suggest is that we live in peace with mortals. They outnumber us, after all.
The wolf does not fear 1,000 rabbits. It merely enjoys the bounty Hircine has provided. Humans, no matter how large their pathetic armies grow, will never threaten us. Come to your senses, Verandis. Come back to your brothers and sisters.
I won't stop trying to convince you that my course is the correct one.
You're a fool, Verandis. You always have been. Why does Lord Rada al-Saran continue to humor you? We don't need you on the Grey Council. You aren't even fit to be one of Styrik's foot soldiers. Go bother someone else with your nonsense.
Now, this is an impressive castle that Rada al-Saran has constructed.
Greyhome is impressive. I won't deny that. But I detest all the sitting around and debating. I'm a hunter. I ache to feel a mortal writhe in my grasp, to watch their blood spray against the dirt. Don't you?
You know that's not my way, Ulfra.
Why do I even try to talk to you about such things? Lord Rada al-Saran should have dealt with you years ago, but he keeps calling you back.
Well, that was a delight. Where's this other guy? There he is.
Ah, Verandis. Good. I wanted to talk to you. I never tire of looking at this creation. Tell me again, why did you abandon your stone husks? I thought you wanted your precious mortals to enjoy the everlasting life of their betters.
The mortal I resurrected went mad, Singalis. The experiment failed.
Is that what bothers you? One small failure and you abandon such promising research. You had the opportunity to seize control of existence itself, to control both life and death. Such power is unimaginable, yet you squander it.
One failure was more than enough. Even power such as you describe is not worth the cost.
Cost? Pah! What cost? Mortals are as cheap and plentiful as grains of sand on a beach. Once you mastered your creation, you'd be able to resurrect them at will. They would worship you as a god. Wouldn't that bring about the peace you crave?
We are not their gods, Singalis. We are their equals.
How can you be so misguided? Mortals are so far beneath us they cannot even comprehend their own inadequacy. I only hope Lord Rada al-Saran can talk some sense into you. Meanwhile, I will study this creation. Perhaps even succeed where you failed.
Well, I hope you do succeed, Singalis.
How I have missed our endless debates, my friend. Our deep and fascinating discussions about science and philosophy. I look forward to renewing that exchange. If you haven't presented yourself yet, you should go see Lord Rada al-Saran.
What about your own research, Singalis?
I've been quite successful in your absence. Rada al-Saran discovered a strange relic beneath the Reach. I spent weeks examining it. It's quite remarkable, and I've only scratched the surface of the possibilities it might offer our kind.
That sounds fascinating. What kind of relic?
I'd prefer not to draw any conclusions until I've had time to examine it at length. But I welcome the chance to discuss it with you once you've settled in.
Okay. Right. Let's go and talk to Rada al-Saran. Down this pretentiously long hallway. Okay, just dancing in a blood fountain there.
Verandis, my friend. At long last. How good to see you, Verandis, my old friend. You look well. Our halls have felt quite empty without you. What do you think of our new home? Is it not, as I wrote in my letter, everything one could ask for?
You've built a grand castle, old friend. But I must know, have you considered my request?
To parley with the mortal queen. I have, but my stance has not changed. The Grey Host's strength has grown over the centuries, while dozens of mortal kingdoms have risen and fallen. What sense is there in revealing ourselves to them now?
Mortals are not as you remember them. Empress Hestra would make a fine ally.
What mortals gain from an alliance with us is obvious. But what benefit do we receive from them? King Styric and our Grey Host could crush this Empress Hestra and her armies in a day. I know you worry for our people, Verandis, but you need not.
You can't continue to war against the mortals. There are simply too many of them.
For such a brilliant mind who helped conceive our Grey Council, you can be so short-sighted, Verandis. I will say this. If the mortals do not move against us, we will not move against them. But I cannot protect your precious mortals from themselves.
I believe in the Grey Council, not Styric's Grey Host, and an alliance would protect us all.
Enough talk of alliances and mortals. It has been too long since we last saw one another, Verandis. Let us speak of better times, drink the blood offered, and contemplate the tremendous responsibility we bear to keep our people safe.
I would like to continue our discussion of an alliance with the mortals later, my friend.
Of course, Verandis. I know you too well to think you would let the topic go so easily. I promise, we will speak of it again. There is no need to rush. We have not seen each other in an elf's age. I would hear what you have been up to, my brother.
We're immortal, and we have all the time in the world to catch up.
And yet you waste years away from your family, caring for those who live short and meaningless lives. Ah, Verandis, is my word not enough to appease you? We will speak more of this later. For now, I wish to discuss more pleasant topics.
Well, I spoke with Ulfra and Zingalis.
Good. You cannot imagine how much I have leaned upon them in your absence. It should please you to know that Ulfra shows restraint these days, and I know Zingalis would love to discuss his experiments and research with you.
They don't understand the dream, Rada al-Saran.
They understand little that does not serve their own needs. They do not understand why we started the Grey Council, or what an asset you are to the Grey Host. It will take much to convince them to make peace with mortals.
Why did you invite me here if you're unwilling to talk about this?
We have talked, and I have listened. I have humored your ideals far longer than they deserve. I invited you because you will flourish here, Verandis. You belong here, among your brothers and sisters, not meandered in the tribulations of mortal life.
The dream didn't start with us ruling over mortals.
Your dream and mine are similar, my friend, but they are not the same. This friction between us, it thins my patience. Still, this place, no matter how grand, did not feel complete until you returned. You belong here, Verandis.
Find Verandis' study. Ooh.
Lord Verandis, I apologize for the delay. The study is ready for you.
Gribby, thank you. That's slightly alarming. Okay.
Easy, friend. It's time to wake up. Find the dream walk potion and drink it.
Alright, well that was fairly illuminating.
You cried out in your sleep just before you woke up. What happened? Are you alright?
I went to Verandis' study in the dream and tried to read his journal.
Oh, that would explain it. Don't worry, it's not you. It's almost impossible to read in a dream walk.
If you say
But did
so.
you say Verandis' study? He had a study in this terrible place? Was he truly a member of the Grey Host?
He was, and something called the Grey Council. But he wanted them to make peace with mortals.
Sounds like Verandis. That's why he founded the Raven Watch after all. To allow vampires like us to gather safely, only feed on willing subjects, and help mortals instead of preying upon them. So, he wasn't hoping to conquer Tamriel?
No, he argued for an alliance with mortals. He truly wanted peace.
Then, he didn't lie to me. He's still the man I know and trust. He left out a few things, of course, but I'll deal with that another time. That study of his, it might still be here. Can you lead me to it?
I mean, I have a terrible sense of direction, but I'll have a go. Yeah, we're gonna have to fight a lot of these. Oh. Are they gonna be okay, no, that's a trap. I thought I thought it was gonna be more of those sigils that would just, like, point us there. What a dumbass. Alright. Let's not step on more of those. Can I go this way? There we go.
After all this time, his scent lingers in this place.
Really? Oh. A weird texture thing going on up there with the picture. Alright, let's have a look at this journal. Never in my wildest dreams did I think I would ever come this close. My research finally bore fruit. The stone husk incubation vessels are the answers to all the unknowns I hope to unearth. My hope for this is twofold. One, that I will be able to resurrect mortal souls from their afterlife. Second, that I will be able to free vampire souls from Cold Harbor and thus free them from Molag Bal. Oh, interesting. I will attempt this extraordinary feat on a mortal first. A woman named Lysolda who died of a wasting disease. Once I'm sure that the experiment is a success, I will attempt the much riskier undertaking of trying this on a vampire soul. I only pray that my excitement is not premature. I was a fool to think I had all the answers. I preached to Rad al-Saran about protecting mortals, yet my own experiment caused one to suffer needlessly. I attempted to resurrect Lysolda. At first, I was elated. She did return from the dead, but she was not whole. Returning to the world of the living drove her mad. She was so angry. I could feel her rage as clearly as if she were made of flames. I could not think of a way to help her. I was forced to kill her to prevent her from harming anyone, and that act sickens me. My hubris caused Lysolda so much pain. It shames me. I must discover what went wrong. Perhaps if I put some of my own essence in a reliquary, it might stabilize the experiment. That will be my next course of action. There are simply too many unknowns. I modified the ritual, but I dare not follow through. The amount of life energy required to pull a soul out of Cold Harbor. That's too high a price to pay. I will keep a record of the process in this journal, but it must not be acted upon. The stone husks cannot be trusted as a methodology as they currently exist. This decision pains me, but I know in my heart it is right. I cannot hurt another the way I hurt Lysolda. I will not risk any others and cause more suffering. This study is closed. I have also begun to contemplate the ramifications of a world without a cycle of life and death. The possibility is horrifying. Why did I ever think this path was the way to peace? I was right to end my experiments and my research where I did. I do not know why I accepted Rada al-Saran's invitation and came to Greyhome. Curiosity, I suppose. An undying hope that I can change the course of the Grey Council and avoid the war that Styric so desperately craves. I did bring all of my equipment with me. The ritual chamber they constructed here is really quite impressive. For a moment, I contemplated renewing my research with Zingalis, but I know now that would be folly. It's unfortunate that I cannot extract my essence from the reliquary, but that is the least of my worries. For now, I will store it in the first floor armory, hidden among the other reliquaries. I have no intention of staying in Greyhome or remaining a part of the Grey Host's Grey Council, but at least I know the reliquary will be safe here. Let it serve as a reminder of my failure. If I am to truly broker peace between mortals and vampires, I still have a long road ahead of me. It's time to take my leave.
Did you find the journal? What's it say? The journal was still here? Amazing! What did it say?
Verandis attempted to resurrect humans and vampires using stone husks.
Let me see that. Huh. Ritual's simple enough. Just light some candles and place the reliquary. It looks like he abandoned the research before ever testing it on a vampire. Something about life energy and too great a cost.
I think Zingalis used his research to resurrect the Grey Host in Skyrim.
Right. Zingalis must have continued Verandis' experiments and refined them. You know, when a vampire dies, our souls go to Cold Harbor, to Molag Bal. This may be our chance to get answers directly from a member of the Grey Council.
Oh, you want to try to resurrect Verandis, don't you?
Verandis gave his life for Rivenspire, and what was his reward? Cold Harbor and an eternity of torment in the hands of Molag Bal. This will work. It has to. Go downstairs and find the reliquary he wrote about. Then meet me in the ritual chamber.
Okay, I'll go get the reliquary.
Get the reliquary and meet me in the ritual chamber.
It's probably a terrible idea. Oh, stop this. Thought it was that bug with enemies that can't take damage. It's just lag. Right, where the hell am I going? First floor armory, yes. Let's deal with this gargoyle first. Okay, I'd rather hit them. Works for me. Alright, so there we go. Where's this ritual chamber? There we go.
That's
Okay.
a stone husk, all right. Light the candles to begin the ritual.
Alright. What is that noise? Oh. There's someone in there.
Good. Now place the reliquary.
Okay.
The ritual. It's working. Fergus, is that really you?
Must feed.
Ah!
Stop! It's me, Gwendis! Fergus, no!
Did I just kill him again?
Fergus, are you all right?
Oh no, he's fine.
My apologies. The process doesn't leave one in their right mind.
Yeah, no shit.
I'm just glad you're alive. But Verandis, we need to talk.
Yes, of course, my child. Let us all go outside and speak.
Alright, well, it could have gone worse, I suppose. Oh, cool. Is that just a quest reward that appeared? I guess. After you.
I didn't expect to ever see you again, my friend. After we parted at the Doomcrag, I resigned myself to an eternity in Cold Harbor. But it seems my fate was not yet written. You and Gwendis saved me. I am more grateful than you can ever imagine.
Gwendis and I discovered your connection to the Grey Host.
That is unfortunate. I believed that part of my past was dead and buried. My involvement with the Grey Council ended so very long ago. Rada al-Saran and I were friends once. I tried to convince him to take a different path, to no avail.
I dreamwalked through your memories. I saw what you said to him and the others.
Then know that I truly regret not trying harder to convince Rada al-Saran and the Grey Council. Perhaps I could have averted the war. Alas, we'll never know. But why the sudden interest in ancient history, Why this obsession with the Grey Host?
Gwendis and I discovered that Rada al-Saran is still alive. The Grey Host has returned.
What? How is that even possible? And what am I saying? Haven't I just returned from the dead? I must look into this. Find out what the Grey Host has planned. When the time comes, House Ravenwatch will send for you. I pray you will answer that call.
I'll be ready when you send word.
I started out seeking information about the Grey Host only to discover that my mentor had a hand in their creation. As angry as that made me, I was comforted to know Verandis opposed their war. And now he's back. I don't know what to think.
Verandis has promised to help you find out more about the Grey Host and their current plans.
I heard what he said. I'm still angry that he kept this part of his past a secret. But we'll work it out. Eventually. In the meantime, at least I know I can trust him. That he didn't betray the ideals of House Ravenwatch.
So you're going to work with him on this?
Of course. There's too much at stake to let a few secrets get in our way. I'll help in whatever way I can. And once we know more, we'll send for you. I figure you want to see how this ends just as much as we do.
Anything else I can help with at the moment?
Take this, my friend. You earned it. for helping me learn more about Rada al-Saran and the Grey Host, and for discovering the true connection between Verandis and the Grey Council. When you're ready for a reckoning, House Ravenwatch will contact you.
Alright. Reliquary of Dark Designs. So, as per usual with the Prologue Quest, we get a little memento. What is this? The mage that crafted the illusion produced by this replica reliquary meant for it to demonstrate the proper use of the real thing. Okay, we'll have a look at that in a sec. Alright, there we go. That was pretty cool. Alright, so before we finish up, I'll give you a quick look at this memento we just got. Cool. Alright, well, I hope you enjoyed that. I definitely did. Yeah, I'm quite excited for this Markarth DLC. I'm looking forward to seeing the conclusion of the greymoor storyline, but it also comes with some cool new stuff. We've got a new arena, and there's this new collection system for gear sets. All looks very cool. The update comes out for PC on the 2nd of November, and for console on the 10th. Now, what I'd like to do before then is get on the PTS and have a look at it. Now, I haven't had a chance to do that yet because, as per the usual, I have no space on my hard drive to install the PTS. But assuming I can find some space, I'm going to get that installed, check out the DLC, and hopefully make 1 or 2 videos on some of the new features. So, keep your eyes peeled for that. Until then, you take care, and I'll see you next time.